All right, guys. So I just graduated high school recently. Well, I didn't graduate yet, but I finished high school recently, and I'm graduating tomorrow. Unless graduation gets rained out, then I'll get moved to Saturday. If it gets rained out again, it's gonna move to Sunday. But and it'll probably be inside. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I got my time capsule today. Got this bad boy from when I was in fifth grade. Now I already opened this today at my elementary school. I opened it in our the new gym there because there used to be a different gym, now it's the library. And when I was going into my sixth grade year, I remember they built a new gym. So we have like a bigger gym now. But back when I was in fifth grade, the library was the gym. And they changed it like right before I got into junior high. So it was like one more year of me being at that school. We had the new gym. So, anyways, yeah, so I opened this in the new gym. But this is yeah, so that's what I drew in the back. So, like I said, I already opened this, so I already kind of know what's in here, but it's still like, I didn't look at it very well because I just wanted to play dodge. They were all over there playing dodgeball, so I didn't really look through all of it. I did read the letters and everything. So, here's how this is gonna work. So I'll just look at something, and if it says people's name on it, I feel like, just out of respect and like, also, of course, it could be a safety hazard, even though it might not seem like a big deal, it could be. So I'm gonna try to like, I'm gonna keep that out of the video, and if I find out something doesn't have the name on it, instead of just like, telling you about it, I'll like show it to you. Anyways, so starting out, we got a paper. It's a purple paper, and everyone signed it. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Alrighty, we got a my music homework. I put that in there. Looks like I got a pretty good grade on that. Hopefully the camera will focus. There we go. My camera likes to get out of focus a lot. Theme from Spider-Man. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty then. You got a letter. I remember this one was from my sister because it says May 13th, 2016, and I read it in the car earlier on the way back. Or actually, we're waiting at my brother's baseball practice, and I read it. So yeah, I'll read that at the end. I'll just put that there for now. There's another letter in here, and we got a handprint. Now, unless I didn't put paint on my full hand, I think my hand might have grown just a smidge. Just a smidge. Dang. All right. Got a letter in here, or like a kind of a letter. Yeah. So May 9th, 2016. Dear senior me, I love sports right now. I hope you are the same way. I am kind of, because I do like sports still. Do you remember when we, quote unquote, the class, went to the city museum? I spelt museum Muesam. Musam. Interesting. We had to pick partners, and I picked Anonymous. Of course, I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons. We hung out the whole time. I bought her Jupiter Juice. I want to be an MLB player. Okay, that was kind of out of context. I have A's and B's. Good for you. And I think a C on my report card. I am friends with Anonymous, 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 and other people. Well, see me on my senior year. Love, Theron Roland, with a bunch of very interesting designs at the bottom. So basically, I guess the beginning of that story is about my little girlfriend at the city museum when I was in fifth grade, which I remember that. Okay. Um, Biographic poem. Let's see. Any names on here? All right, we're good. So yeah, I just put generic things. Like, I probably didn't mean anything I wrote. I was just trying to get it done, I guess, because they gave it to us and made us do it and then put it in the time capsule. Um, so yeah, that's what I put. Um, but at the same time, I feel like I didn't completely blow the time capsule off. I still put, some kind of cool stuff in there. So I'm not like regretting anything. I'm not usually the kind of person to regret anything though. So I don't know. It wouldn't really bother me either way. Um, let's see. This was one of my projects, if you're wondering. It's very hard to read. It was just basically a rhyme about the first person to die in Boston, Massachusetts in 1776. I actually think I remember the story. It was this guy chucked a snowball at like I think it was like a patriot troop or something. It was like a troop in New England, and he was mad at them because they were taxing them for tea, because the Boston Tea Party and all that. But before it was that, and it was like really cold. He threw a snowball at him, and then the British troop shot him, and that's how he died in 1776. So I think it was something along the lines of that. I remember my teacher, and I'm actually thinking of it right now in his voice, giving us that lesson that one day about that happening. So let's see. We got doodads, gizmos, and thingamajigs. This is my favorite. Okay. We do have two names on there, but I'm sure they're pretty common names, so I will show it. And it doesn't show their last name either. So, music group, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. If you asked me now what my favorite song is, or what my favorite type of music is, I'm going to be honest with you. I put country there, but I listen to anything. I listen to the Minecraft soundtrack, the Rocket League soundtrack, anything that could get me pumped up. Like if it sounds good, it doesn't matter if it's a girly song. I'm gonna be honest with you. It literally doesn't matter. And I mean, you can make fun of me all you want, but I don't. You can judge me all you want, but honestly, if it gets me pumped up, I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like if I'm going for a run, some Mario music, the Mario Desert theme that I don't know the exact name for it, but there's just one song from the Mario Desert level that's so good. I love it. Waluigi Pinball, Mario Kart 7, that OTS, I think is what it's called, like the soundtrack. The music from Mario Kart 7 Pinball, the Waluigi Pinball, the course, that is a banger. That is such a good soundtrack. But anyways, yeah, this is just a bunch of generic answers. Of course, I put fish and broccoli as food and restaurant Captain D's. That's definitely fifth grade Theron. Funny story, I didn't actually like broccoli. I just liked how no one else liked it. So I was like, you know what? I want to be interesting. I want to be special. So I'm going to act like I like broccoli. Didn't actually like it. I mean, come on. What kind of 10-year-old kid likes broccoli? All right, so we got a bookmark in here. Very interesting. This used to scare the crap out of me. I remember when I was in second grade, I got this book about spiders, and I couldn't even sleep. I was scared there's a big spider under my bed. It was bad. All right. So we got this. I'll show the bottom of it, but there's personal information on the top about like where my city is and when my birth date is. Now, of course, if you really wanted to, you could probably find out my birthday, but I just feel stupid showing it. So try to carefully navigate around it. Yeah, let's not. Okay, I'll just read it. So when we get, my favorite thing about my family is when we get together. My favorite family member is I like them all because they are my family. My favorite thing to do with my family is play waffle ball. I literally spelled it waffle ball. My things, many things have changed in my family since I was born, but the most important is my OCD. If I could change one thing about my family, it would be my dad's Angry shoes. Yeah, there's a lot of, I'm not going to go into detail, but I've been put through a lot as a kid. I don't want to talk about, I probably shouldn't go into detail, but there's a lot of stuff that happened that really bothers me to this day, and a lot of injustice and a lot of like things that, my dad's done that bothers me, but I don't know. I guess it's fine now. He's still really annoying. I don't like being around him, but I don't know. He's just done a lot of stuff to me that really bothers me, and I feel like I've always wanted to find a way to say that in one of my videos that I know he probably wouldn't see, because it just bothers me so much. Like every physical, like he used to beat the crap out of me for like leaving clothes on the floor and cuss me out and hit my mom and leave, and it was crazy. And I can remember it ever since I was little, or before I can even remember things. Like, I don't know. It bothers me. Like I'm actually like furious, but I know what the right thing is to do, and it's just, I don't know, just try to keep the peace and move on, I guess. But I wanted to say that here and acknowledge that because it bothers me so much, but it is what it is, I guess. Um, and I feel like a lot of it gives I give off the illusion that I'm like a rich, spoiled, white kid living in his mom's basement. Which, to be honest with you, um, well, we're not rich, but we're we're not poor either. We're doing pretty good. But I like there are definitely times where my dad left and we were pretty poor because a lot of our income came from him. But like I said, I'm not going to go into any detail. Just wanted to put that out there because that's been bothering me. Um, Anyways, moving on. Things I cherish. What person helped you the most in school? My teacher. Who has been your friend for the longest time? Um, Anonymous. I'm not going to say his name. What object holds special meaning for you? My basketball hoop. What place do you cherish? I left that blank. Where do you remember having the best time? At the beach in Pensacola. Do you feel important to someone else? No. I just straight put no. Who? Why? And of course, I left that blank because I put no. How does one get to be a best friend? I met my best friend from baseball. I put his name, but I'm not going to say his name. Privacy reasons. It is a generic name, though, so it probably wouldn't have mattered, but oh well. Well, no offense to that guy that has the name. I'm not saying it's a bad name. It's not that it's like generic. It's more that it's just really common. Anyways, end of the year press. Okay, so I'll show this one. It does have a name on it, but it's probably fine. Written by Ace reporter Theron Rowland. Date May 11th, 2016. My favorite field trip, the Edge one. Or Eagle one. I always... Eagle. Had to see the L in there. I remember that Eagle field trip. My friend had an Oreo, and he opened the Oreo top of the cookie, and there was literally a spider like in the like the white stuff. It was funny. And he was like, there's a spider in my Oreo, and everyone's like, eat it, eat it. And I remember it was snowing on that field trip too at one point. Okay, so easiest subject was me. So you can just look at that, but I don't want to run out of time because I only have just under 20 minutes to record, so I'll just show that to you. Nothing on the back. Okay. There's a pencil that just fell out of it. I remember putting that... Well, I don't remember putting it in there, but I remember seeing it when I opened it at my school. Anyways, a family is... I literally just put everyone in my family, all their names. What I like most about my family is how they get together. That is Cap. I always like to be alone because I really cherish my privacy. Because when my family's together, it could get pretty chaotic. So I really like my privacy. What I least like about my family is when they... Wait, so I put, what I most like about my families is how they get together. Then I put, what I least like about my families is when they get together. I don't know what I meant by that. Members of a family should always be nice. In the box below, draw a picture of your family. I X'd it out. I just didn't like, I don't like talking about my family. I never have. For reasons I'm not going to talk about here. My favorite foods, broccoli and fish. Favorite colors, red. My best friends, anonymous and anonymous. My favorite songs, country. My favorite games, baseball and football. Are you kidding me? Let me show you something. I played football for like maybe a couple days in 3rd grade and quit. That is the only time I was in a football uniform. Stop the cap, 5th grade, Theron. That is not your favorite sport. The thing I like to do most, play outside. Okay, that's true. I already read that. I'm dumb. My favorite TV show, Andy Griffith's show. What? Come on. There's no way. I had to have been like Cat Dog or something like that. What I want to be when I grow up, MLB player. Oh, how the times have changed. I do not want to be a baseball player. My favorite hobby, fishing. Favorite books, Boost. See, here's the thing about fishing. And yeah, I know, I'm sorry guys. I know I'm going to sound like a fruitcake, but it's a living creature. And it's like, I feel like causing it, you're basically, I know I've heard a lot of things about the fish not being able to feel the pain, but you're putting like a metal hook. It's biting into a metal hook. And like, that's just not doing that for fun. That's just terrible. Like, it's not that like, and I'm going to be honest with you. I really like, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't really like care. And I know that sounds terrible, but I still know right and wrong. And it's like, if this floor right here is feeling pain and I was stepping on it, right? I just feel like I wouldn't step on it if I knew it was feeling pain. And I'm gonna sound crazy, but technically that's possible that that's true. And like you have to really think about it. Anything can be real. Anything. Like there's no limits. It's impossible. You could wake up tomorrow in the 15th dimension on the moon in a different universe. You just don't know. You never know. Nothing's 100%. I know I sound insanely crazy and unstable, but um I'm serious, and I'm not trying to sound like that. Like you have to admit I'm technically right. Like that's just how it is. And I don't know, it just do I have another letter in there? Yes, I forgot one of the letters. I knew there was another one. So I gotta get to reading the letters because I know we'll run out of time. I'm at 15:37. So I'm gonna try to read these kind of fast, but of course I'll still pay attention to them and everything. Alright, here we go. 5/13/16. Theron, you are such a fine young 5th grader. You are growing up so quickly. You love fish. Of course I did. Anything about it. You love to play outside. You get so mad at Andy when he won't play outside with you. You are such a sweet boy. Always my baby. I know you will do great things. I'm proud of you every day. Love, Mom. Pillbeat, Adonis, McDonald's, Captain D's, T-Boo, T-Ron. Those are my nicknames. Some of them were a little strange, but they're not too bad. I remember all of them. T-Ron came from 5th grade when I played basketball at this town next to me. Okay. This one's from my sister. This one's a really long one. And I remember reading it and I was like, holy crap, I remember all this, but I gotta hurry and read it. Theron, by the time you read this, you will be a senior. You will have changed so much. I know we yell and we fight. In fact, you often drive me crazy. However, that is our jobs. At the end of the day, we still love each other. I will never forget how one of your OCD things at 10 years old was hair. You're afraid it's in your food. Now, if you know what OCD is, or if you have it, it's a very common thing. It is way, 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 way more complicated than just me being afraid hair of being in my food. It's like I have like magical OCD and like a bunch of weird types of OCD. It's really complicated, but I probably have a video on here of me talking about it probably. But you probably, I mean, if you have it, you might know. I'm sure a lot of people have it. I don't know if they have it as bad as me or how common that is. On you, Ect, and you were trying to be extra sweet to me, so you offered to brush my hair. I know that was big of you. I hope that by the time you read this, you are better. I will be 24 when you read this. Man, I will be old. I plan on becoming a teacher. Let's see how that goes. Haha. You always talk about wanting to live in an RV so you can travel the world to be a fisherman, and you're ready, and you're ready, you will be a fisherman, smiley face. Remember the time you got your first phone to talk to family? I believe you were 9. Well, this summer we climbed up to the clubhouse. Okay, let me see if there's any. So I'm running out of time, so I'm going to try to block out these 2 names. Actually, I'll just block out the bottom. And I'll because there's names on the bottom, but there's no names on here. So yeah, that's what the top says. And I'll just read from where it said little. I'll read after that. So Anonymous was your Valentine. You had Mom to sign her a pillow pet. I remember those. And Andy also like Anonymous these days, and everyone knows it. We are going to Universal Studios in 2 weeks. We are pretty stoked. I created a travel binder for us in a bag. Toys, crossword mazes, worksheets, and movies, so we don't hurt each other. Ha ha ha. There's no way I'm going to be able to read this in a minute. Might have to make like an extra video and just attach it. I don't feel like merging all that. Well, I'm going to wrap. Nope. After a few days ago, I opened my senior year time capsule. I got to see so many old faces. It's a good feeling, but it's also scary how much people change. Here are a few people you always talk about. Anonymous, a bunch of people that I can't say because, privacy reasons. Here are a few inside jokes we have. Fleabag, Kami, Debu, Pilby, you gotta set the Alexa song, Greedy Smile. And Kami, that we called our mom, instead of mommy, we would say Kami as a joke. And I know Kami also means something else. We didn't mean anything bad by it, just so you know. Yes, you're about to be 11 and still snuggle with your Pilby every single night. That's my blanket. And I'm out of time, so I guess I'll have to post the rest in another video.